What if I told you that one of the greatest thinkers in history, Plato, foresaw the internet minus 2,400 years before it existed? No, he didn't have a crystal ball. He didn't invent Wi-Fi. But in one of his most famous dialogues, Phaedrus, he described something eerily similar to the digital age we live in today. And what's even crazier, his warning about it might be more relevant now than ever. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you might never look at social media the same way again. Part 1, the ancient prediction. Let's set the scene. Around 370 BCE, Plato wrote Phaedrus, a dialogue between Socrates and his student Phaedrus. In it, Socrates tells a story about the Egyptian god Theith, who invents writing and presents it to King Thamus as a gift for humanity. But here's the twist: King Thamus isn't impressed. He says something shocking: this invention will produce forgetfulness in the minds of those who learn it, because they will not use their memories. They will trust the external written characters and not remember themselves. Cut to modern parallel: someone scrolling on their phone, ignoring the world around them. Sounds familiar, right? Now, replace writing with the internet. We don't memorize phone numbers anymore, Google does it for us. We don't debate ideas face to face, we just tweet them into the void. Plato was warning us about outsourcing our knowledge. And he was right. Part 2, the internet as Plato's worst nightmare. But wait, it gets deeper. Plato feared that writing would make knowledge static, unchanging, impersonal, and open to misinterpretation. Think about it: when you read a tweet, you don't hear tone, see facial expressions, or ask follow-up questions. It's just there. Plato believed real wisdom came from dialogue, live, dynamic, back-and-forth conversation. The internet, it's the opposite. We shout into the abyss, algorithms amplify the loudest voices, and nuance dies a quick death. Cut to Socrates' famous quote, "Wisdom begins in wonder," versus a TikTok trend. Yeah, I'm sure Plato would have loved TikTok challenges. Part 3, the most chilling parallel. Here's where it gets scary. Plato warned that written words seem to talk to you as though they were intelligent, but if you ask them anything about what they say, they go on telling you the same thing forever. That's exactly what happens online. We treat search engines and AI like all-knowing oracles, but they just repeat information, whether it's true or not. Fake news. Deepfakes. Plato saw it coming. Worst of all, he predicted we'd stop thinking for ourselves. Part 4, was Plato right? Or just lucky? Now, some might say, come on, Plato wasn't a prophet. He was just critiquing new technology like every older generation does. And sure, maybe he didn't literally predict Facebook. But his core idea, that technology changes how we think, is undeniably true. Research shows we remember less when we know information is saved online. Our attention spans are shrinking. We're living Plato's warning. So, what do we do about it? Part 5, how to use the internet wisely. Plato wasn't saying reject all technology. He was saying, don't let it replace your mind. So here's how we can use the internet without becoming its slaves. 1. Question what you read. Just because it's online doesn't mean it's true. 2. Have real conversations. Debate, discuss, and listen, not just react. 3. Keycap emoji, train your memory. Put the phone down and think before you Google. Plato would be proud. And so, was Plato a time traveler? A genius? Or just incredibly observant? Let me know in the comments, and if this video made you think, share it with a friend. Maybe they'll put their phone down long enough to watch it. Yeah, I'm definitely not Plato. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and remember, think for yourself. See you next time.